Okay, how is everybody doing out there? This is a special reading for 2022 and is what you need to focus on this year. This year, the 2022, the 6th year, what is it that you need to focus on and pay attention to this year? We're going to start off with Pisces, I did promise. So Pisces is first. All right, so what is it for Pisces? Pisces is first. All right, what is Pisces thinking about or should be thinking about this year? What should you be focusing on this year? What should you be perfecting on this year for the Pisces energy? What is it that the Pisces need to focus on this year? In the year of 2022, according to this calendar that we're following over here in America. Okay, and we're going to go all the way down from Pisces all the way down. All right, Pisces. So this want to come out for you, all right? So you got the Pentacles there. You got the Pentacles there. And you're just like focusing on the beauty of things, focusing on things that you have manifested and that you have grown to abundance. So much so that you are able to just like relax and chill out because everything that you planted is going to bloom and blossom. Everything that you focus on is going to bloom and blossom. Everything that you work on is going to bloom and blossom. So just trust in yourself, trust in the skills and the talents that you have, Pisces, and everything is going to blossom. And you know, the perk is some pentacles, okay? Some coins come along with that. As you can see, and it's in the forefront. It's in the forefront, so there's no hiding that, you know, you done came from the bottom and now you're here. You know what I mean? And you done been through some things, and we all know it, and everything, because Pisces, you know, you have to be going through it, but, you know, look at the abundance that's around you. You know, look at the abundance that's right in your environment as we speak. You know, be grateful of what you have, the smaller things, so when you get the larger things, you won't forget the smaller things, you know, and that's how you keep a nice equilibrium, just like this tarot card has shown. You know, there's a balance, there's an equilibrium within the earth, you know, within the atmosphere. And even if it's a little shy, you know, 2%, 3%, you know, 9%, you know, it's okay. It's still close to balance. You know what I mean? You're doing really well, Pisces. So have a wonderful 2022 and plant good seeds, and the abundance will show. Have a good year. All right, so now we are on to Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, how you doing for 2022? It's been a lot of air energy in 2021, right? A lot of air energy all over. All different realms. So let's see what's going on for you. What do you need to be focused on for 2022, which is the number 6 year? All right, what do you need to be paying attention to, Aquarius? What do you need to be focusing on, Aquarius? All right, what do you need to be spending your time and attention and giving your energy to, Aquarius? What is that? And something wants to holler here. Okay. Got the seven of Pentacles. So yes, you've been working on something for a while. Yes, it does take patience. Yes, it does take time. Yes, the process might seem like a process, you know what I mean? But this card is showing you don't give up, you know, for 2022. You can see the potential. You can see the growth even. If it's not at the growth that you think it should be or want it to be, it's still growing, so it still has that unlimited potential, you know? So don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh, this is not hurrying up enough. You know, take your time, but good things come find things, right? Or with time put into things, it becomes fine. It becomes more precious, you know, it becomes more valued because of so much time, patience, and attention that you are giving to the seeds that you are watching grow, because you already planted them, right? So you're just basically watching them grow. All the projects that you might be working on, the ideas that you might have started, they will be growing. Just keep your time and attention on it for 2022, and everything is going to be all right. Like they say, you know, if you watch a pot of water, it seems like it's never going to boil. So don't ponder so much on it growing. You know, do what you got to do and then keep it moving. Do what you got to do and then keep it moving, not just stuck on one thing. You got a whole other area that you got to attend to, and you just sitting there waiting for this one area to grow. Meanwhile, you got vast amounts of opportunities and gifts that you could be doing as well. You know what I mean? Maybe it's, you know, the research to help that project grow a little bit more. Maybe it's, you know, you're into connecting with other people, other like-minded people, and that energy or that information that you get for those people can also help, you know, it grow. Maybe there's a new technique out there, or a new invention or idea or app or something like that. But meanwhile, you outside just staring while you can be getting other information about how to sustain, how to keep it growing, how to grow more of it. All right, so stop thinking and pondering too much on one corner of the whole pie, is what I'm saying. You know, you're air. You should be able to, you know, bounce here, bounce there, look what's going on over here, come back around, check that. Okay, that looks good. All right, so let me do that to help that grow, and then let me go over here and do that and do that grow. And I understand, because, you know, you're fixed and everything. You're a fixed sign. But, you know, use some mutableness to it. You know, the North Node is in Gemini, so, and it's at 0 degrees right now. So, and that shares with Taurus. So once again, this Taurus is Earth, and here you have the Pentacles, which is Earth. So you, by being mutable and using that mutable mindset, where you can tackle this and tackle that, and it all comes back to improving that seed, then hey, why not do it? You know what I mean? It's for some places it's winter, for some places it's summer. Either way, sometimes it's too hot and you just want to, you know, use that time to stay in the house and work on your project. Sometimes it's too cold, you know, use that time to work on that project or that side project, but all in return is still going to help that bigger project out. Have a wonderful 2022. Have a good day and night, Aquarius. All right, we're on to the next. We're on to the next, which is Capricorn. So Capricorn, we're in Capricorn season right now, but this is basically what you need to focus on for the rest of this year. What do you need to put your time and attention toward the rest of this year? You need to put detail into it. You know what I mean? Like, get underneath it in order for whatever you're trying to grow, you know, that it is prosperous. You know, it doesn't die, it doesn't fall, it doesn't wilter. Like, it's great. It's structured well. All right, so let's see what the advice card is for you, Capricorn, to see what you need to focus on. Put more time and attention to it, you know, so that you can reap a wonderful harvest towards the end of this year. And I know all Capricorns like to do that, right? And it's your season too, so, you know, plant good seeds. You know, while you got things in your favor right now, you might as well. It's free energy. Right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Judgment. All right. So the number 20 card, okay, or number 2, I like to break the 20 down to just the number 2. You know, judgment. Judgment does something to do with balance. You know what I mean? The percentage level of what you put your time and attention to. All right. So now it's time to make a higher judgment call on what you should be focusing on. What's going to get you in that position or that situation or that circumstance that is going to help whatever you're trying to grow, whatever you're trying to manifest, happen in 2022. And that's to use your judgment, you know what I mean? But not just any old judgment, a balanced judgment. That means you have to kind of weigh, you know, the positive sides and the negative sides, the yes sides and the no sides. You can't really afford to, like, be impartial to one side or another. This is not political here, okay? This is spiritual, right? So in this case, you know, the judgment calls on you, and it's your season too. So, you know, just be mindful and be wise about the decisions that you make. You know what I mean? Maybe instead of looking in one direction, you need to do a whole 360, look at a broader perception of an idea, a situation, a circumstance, and that way you get a bigger picture to make a better call, a better judgment on what should go, what shouldn't be, what should be close to you, what should be far away from you, what you should keep, what you should give away, and then all is well after that. It's victory. Have a good 2022. Have a good day and night, Capricorns. Okay, let's talk about Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How things going? You got the you got the South Node in Sagittarius. It just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday. And you got the Ace of Cups, as you can see. Now that just came out before I can get the introduction out, okay? So the Ace of Cups, meaning that you're overflowing with new emotions, new love, you know, something that you're feeling that's new. Maybe you have a passion that you just discovered, or a certain place that you adventured to and you just love it. You just fell in love with it. Or whatever it might be, or it could be a person, you know, or it even could be a restaurant, you know, like, oh my gosh, this is like, you know, who knows about this place? Let me keep it my little secret, because I'm in love with this food, this diner, or whatever. So whatever the situation is, you are in love with it. Even can be down to business adventures, or, you know, inventions, or however. You're passionate about it. You're overflowing with it, with emotions, you know, with abundance. You feel positive about it. You know, it's just good feel goods, you know, so much so you just got your spirit feeling all right. You know what I mean? You know, and it's a gift, you know, it's whatever that is that's touching you in such a way. It is a gift, you know, from above. It is a gift, you know, from, you know, what's around you, you know, what you have done in your life. And this is where, you know, the situations in your life come to fold, and you can figure out, you know, you can sit back like, oh, this is why I had to go through this to go through that, or this is why I had to go turn here in order to get to this place. You don't know why, but when it's all over, you're like, now I can appreciate it. So whatever it is, you're appreciating for what it is right now in its current state. And it's just, like I said, and there's growth with it. So much growth and so much potential, you know, that it's never ending. You have like unlimited possibilities wherever you're feeling. It is pretty much inaccurate. Now on the other side of it, now, you know, make sure that if there's negative emotions going on, you know, that you know, take care of those. You know, don't ignore them. Go through those emotions. Why are you feeling this way? You know, really give it some thought. Use some of that Gemini and the North Node. Like, you know, is it necessary to even be feeling like this? Should I be, you know, wasting my good time emotions that I should be more focusing on than this or that, or this place, or that person, or this thing, whatever, you know? So also weigh that side too, because there's both sides, you know. It's a dualistic world, you know, some might say. So there's two sides to every story. So yeah, but always stay positive. And even if you think that something's not going your way, or it's not looking good right now, I still want you to stay positive. You know, keep your emotions really, you know, clear, not tainted, but, you know, free flowing. You know what I mean? Have a wonderful 2022, Saggies. Have a good day and night. All right, so we are on to the next. All right, on to the next. What's going on, Scorpios? How are you? Right, longer nights. We're in that longer night period, so maybe you're feeling good. Who knows, right? Everybody's about to get depressed. You're feeling really good. And this is what came out, okay? The Queen of Swords. So you got it like that. You're mentally strong right now, right? And you're also receiving, you know, information and messages, you know, and it's some type of information that's, you know, it's going to give you some thought. You know what I mean? You're going to have some thoughts. You're going to be thinking about it. You're going to be pondering it. And you're going to decipher whether you should cut that out. Like, nah, this ain't good for me. Let me cut this thought process out because it ain't leading to nowhere. It's confusing, whatever. Or you're going to, you know, welcome it in and start expanding on that, you know, start growing that thought, that idea, that situation, that circumstance. But you're sitting on your throne nice and pretty, you know what I mean? You done been through, you done that, you done secured things in your life, and everything is you know, working out into your favor, where you have that royal status, you know, in life. And I'm not particularly saying, oh, because you're popular and you're on magazines and stuff like that, but it just can be around your neighborhood, you know, the people that you just hang around with. You're seen as this royal, regal person. You carry this essence about you, where you're able to not also think, but do have some feelings. You know, you can get passionate about things. You know, you're just not all in your head. You know how to get down into that instinct, and be able to in that heart chakra, and be able to feel as well. So definitely you are on your way. You know, your foundation is secured, and if you're working on that, trust and believe that, yeah, it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Have a wonderful day and night. All right, so we are on to the next. All right, so let's talk about the Libras. All right, hi Libras, how you doing? How's everything? Wonderful. That's great. All right, it's been a lot of air last year. So let's see what's popping off for this year, what you need to focus on. What do you need to put your time and attention to? Wow. Wow. Queens want to show themselves, don't they? Okay, receiving energy. Okay. All right. So look at you. So you got a status, okay? You having that regal energy around you. You know what I mean? Mentally, you know, physically, emotionally, by the looks of it. But in the emotional side of it, yeah, you got all that love to give. You know what I mean? But you're contemplating something right now. Should you? You know what I mean? Should you get up off your throne and maybe go to this particular place to see how it feels, to see if this is the right thing, if it feels right? Or should you just stay where the hell you are and keep growing your abundance, using your emotions on, you know, things that you want to use your emotions on? You know what I mean? Paying attention to what you want to pay attention to. But right now, it's just like your emotions can become the best of you. You know what I mean? Especially if you're hanging in a negative state. Now, a positive state, hey, that's good. You know what I mean? It's good to be able to, you know, think positive, just to get yourself out of a funk, you know. But if you are having your emotions take the best of you, look at what you have done so far. You know, you have built a structure, you have built a foundation. You know what I mean? It's just not like you're waving, you know, all over the place and things like that. No, you do have a foundation, you do have a structure, you do have morals, you do have your values. But, you know, something right now is just getting your emotions. You know, it's catching your emotions, Libra. So you are that balance. So go within yourself to find that balance. Maybe that emotional level needs to come down a little bit. You know what I mean? But of course, if you are passionate about something, if you're working on something, then that's a wonderful, you know, focus. You know, that's a wonderful thing to put your passion into, and your time and your emotions into it. You know what I mean? And just watch it just manifest even faster. So, I mean, you decide what you put your percentage level in, Libra, when it comes to how much emotions you're going to give to this, that, and the other. You know, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Have a good year in 2022, Libra. Have a good day and night. All right, Virgos, let's see what's up for you. How are you doing out there? I'm considering this your year. All right, so come on, Virgo. Let's see what you have to focus on, put your time and energy into. All right. Page of Swords want to come out. So there is a message to either be delivered, or either way, somebody's delivering it to you or you're delivering it to someone else. But it is, you know, the type of message where it's a seed. You know what I mean? It's a seed of possibilities. It's a seed of what could possibly grow, what could be the future structure of this. What does it look like? You know what I mean? Oh, and what does it feel like? And I have a Page of Swords kind of getting his feelings a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's not a lot. It's more thinking than anything, you know? And it's clear thought, you know, it's good thoughts at that, but the focus is on, okay, let me get myself ready for this. Let me prepare for this. Let me learn about this. Let me start doing this more often so I can get used to it. Let me make this a habit instead of that. Let me cut this out and put this in. So it's a really good, like, 2022 starting of the year type of a card, where it's like, okay, you know what they say, out with the old and with the new. So you're at that stage where you're getting new ideas, new thought processes, you know, and it might be a little, it's different, you know what I mean? And it may not all be clear, but it's clear enough where you can, it makes sense, you know what I mean? You're like, all right, yeah, yep, that's exactly what I gotta do. And be serious about that life, you know, be real seriously, stick to your word. If you say it to yourself, that's what needs to be done. And after, you know, high contemplation, and you know what needs to go and what needs to be new, then go ahead. Don't, you know, pussyfoot around it, for lack of better words. Have a good day, have a good night, and happy 2022 to you. Bye-bye, Virgos. All right, Leos. How y'all doing? This is just a reading for 2022. About what you need to focus on, like what needs to be the thing that you put your time and attention into, you know, so you don't be so distracted, because this is going to be a distracting year, you know, I can already tell you that right now. So what do you need to focus on, all right, to make sure that whatever you want to see grow, whatever you want to see prosperous, you know, whatever you want to see structured in stone, you know, planted like a tree or something, you know what I mean? Something stable. What is that? So, all right. Boom. We got the King of Cups. A lot of royal energy. All right. Roar, Leo. Roar. Okay. The King of Cups. Wait, I don't hear no... Oh, no, okay, now I hear the Leos roaring. All right, cool. All right, so dripped out, okay? Like, stop playing. That's like a whole gold talisman there. You got the cups. You got the, oh my gosh. I mean, just the crown. I mean, look at the feet. Okay, go ahead, Leos. Dipped out. So, Leos, you are whatever you're working on, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you are putting your time and energy to, you're putting a lot of motion into it, you know what I mean? Prior to that, you know, you were really strong. I mean, everything was just sound, like really sound, and it still is sound, but some feelings are starting to come in that's making you feel a little bit unsure, you know, but you are the king, and even if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just that energy, you know, and everybody has a masculine and feminine, so it's that regal king energy where your mind is made up. You already know about the balance. You already know how to build. You already know how to rule. You already know how to run things. You know how to get it. You know how to structure it. You know how to shine. You know how to do all of that, right? You know how to politic. You know how to build. But there's something coming to you, or there's something that's already there that's kind of getting you in your emotions a little bit. And that might... It's not going to fog you at all, but it might put a little dim on your day. You know what I mean? Like a certain point in the day is just like, but don't let that overcome you. You know, keep them emotions, you know, in control. You know what I mean? And think about all the positives that you have around you if you ever get caught up. Think about all the things that you have done right. Think about all the things that have went your way. And if you're doubting yourself, stop doubting yourself. Think about all the times that you didn't doubt yourself and how things worked out. You know what I mean? Even if it didn't work out in your favor, you learned something from it. You gained something from it. So Leos, you have a wonderful 2022. Keep your head up high. Balance those emotions and don't let the emotions flood your kingdom. Have a wonderful 2022 and have a good day. Have a good night. All right. We are on to Cancers. How you doing, Cancer? This is what you need to focus on for 2022. The number 6 year. All right. And this is going to take you throughout the whole year. What your major concentration should be on. What you should put detail into. Put some time and attention into. So you got the Page of Wands. All right. So Cancers, you are really like dead serious about something. And it's different. It's different from what everybody else. It's different. Like if I was to know you and you told me, okay, you used to be a hip-hop dancer, but now you want to do hip-hop dancing on a tightrope or something like that. I don't know, you know. And I'm like, what? You know, people around you can't get it. They can't see the vision. Their faces looking all like confused and whatnot. Don't let that get the best of you, okay? Cancers, not everybody's going to see your vision, but you can see it, you know. And it's there, you know. It's been around. You done planted the seed. You can see it sprouting. You know what I mean? You can see the potential of it. You're already thinking into the future. You're really thinking bright about this. Like you got good vibes all about this. You know what I mean? And you're on stable ground. You're not waving. You know what I mean? You're not changing your emotions. If anything, you structuring, you building. You know what I mean? You creating foundations. Even if others can't see it, you see it and you see all the potential. Like you all the way into the future about this. So you keep up your passions. And if other people can't see it, oh well. You keep working on whatever plan, whatever idea, yourself, whatever projects. Anything that you had in mind that you need to focus on more, that you can see the potential in. Even if it's a relationship, it don't matter. Whatever you can see a potential, even if others can't see it, and you know you're not kidding yourself because you've been thinking about this for a while. Like you actually set your emotions aside. Cancer, how you do that? And what Cancer put his emotions aside was like, I need to figure this thing out. Well, you figured it out, and it's growing. It's growing. It has that potential. Have a wonderful 2022. Have a wonderful day and night, Cancers. All right. Let's go into the Geminis. Hi, Geminis. How you doing? What's around? What's happening? I told the other air sign. There was a lot of air last year. You know what I mean? And I was feeling some of all that air a little bit this year. Like I shouldn't even say a little bit. It was like a day I was like, ooh. Ooh. The next day I was like, ooh. Okay, what's going on? So let's see what's happening for Gemini. We got the North Node, 0 degrees Gemini. All right, so everybody's supposed to be looking at you as what they're supposed to take some little bit of knowledge or some advice or just how you move or walk or talk, whatever it is, and use it towards themselves. All right, Gemini, King of Wands. We got a lot of royals in the house today. Shout out to all the royals, okay? You know who you are. All right, so the King of Wands, Gemini. Oh my goodness. Okay, you really thinking hard. Like, look, even the lizard looking at you like, okay, what you looking at? Let me see. Hold on. What? You've been sitting there for a while, dude. You all right? You know, but you are thinking hard. And you already been there, done that. You're right at a point where you feel sound. You know what I mean? You feel structured. You feel ready. you know, you've been ready. Like you don't need to get ready. You've been ready, you know, and you've been working on it for a while. You've been putting a lot of time, a lot of passion into it. You know what I mean? A lot of energy into it. Like it's just fire. You know what I mean? And you are just like, okay, this is gonna work. I am so confident that this. I really don't care. This is my new thing. This is what I'm working on. This is how it's gonna get done. You know what I mean? And it's structured. It's foundation. You can see the wealth from it. You can see the abundance from it. You can see the potential from it. You know, but you, like I said, you've already been there, done that before. You know, and you're able to use whatever tools you had in the past, you know, to move on and progress, which got you at this king status. And even if you're a male or a female, everybody has a masculine and a feminine. So it's just the energy, okay? It's just that pushing out energy, and you're pushing out wonderful ideas, and you see the potential of it, and you see the growth of it. You know what I mean? You actually see it, and you're clear with it. You know, at a certain point when you get to regal status, you got to be clear. You know what I mean? About your decisions. You got to be clear to even look into the future. You know, like, okay, this is what I see. This is how I'm going to make the decision, whatever. And that's what you're doing, and it's working. Have a wonderful 2022. Have a wonderful day and night, Geminis. All right. Who is next? We got the lovely Taurus. Hi, Taurus. How y'all doing out there? What's around? What's happening? All right, let's see what's popping off. It's been a lot of regal stuff going on, but you know, Taurus, you know y'all regal. Y'all was born regal. Y'all like, phew. All right. 2 things. All right, 2 cards to look at. So the Page of Swords, all right? Once again, you have this idea, this thought, this feeling, you know what I mean, of a path that it's new. Like, it's all new. You're just starting it, whatever that may be. Maybe a new relationship, a new job, like a new invention, a new idea, a new house, a new neighborhood, just anything new. But you thought about it, you made it happen, now you're there, right? So now you're like, okay, what's the next step? Or not even what's the next step. You might even already have the next step already planned. You know, it just depends on what stage you are in this process, but it's still new either way, you know, and you trusted in it and you're confident, but you're really focused on it, you know, and it's a lot of thoughts coming, like they come in like boom, boom, but they're clear. They're not like indecisive, like you making real clear decisions. You know, there's sometimes as you get a little cloudy, sometimes just a little fog, just a little, but you come right back to it, you know, and you have emotions, you know, backing that up, which is great, which is building your foundation. You know, it's rising that earth up, but you put in, you know, your mental thought into something, and you put in your emotions into it, and it looks like you're practicing or putting work into it. You know, with the creations, you're not just sitting there just chilling and hoping things work, and it's growing. You know, it's growing that foundation. It's growing, you know, that ground that you can stand on. All right, and then look at this. You got the 9 of Cups. So that's the underlying story right there. So you keep doing what you're doing, and you will be rewarded, you know, with all these cups, you know, and you'll be content, you know. You will have that structure. You will have everything that you have planned for. It is there. And then you have still so much that you can give, so much that you can display it, so much so that you can share, you know what I mean, whatever that is, however it comes out. Because you can share love. It don't necessarily have to be money, you know what I mean? You can share food, you can share clothes, you can share pretty much anything, you know what I mean? So everything is going to work out just fine, Taurus, as it should, because, you know, you're the bull. You know what I mean? We are on Earth. All right. Have a wonderful day and night, Taurus, and happy 2022. All right. And Aries, how you doing? What's going on? I know you're like, why she didn't do me first? I don't have nothing to say about that, Aries. You know why already. All right, Aries, swift, fast. All right, you got communication. Communication is coming, and it's coming fast. All right, and this is 8 of Wands, And it's information that you need. It's information that you need, and you can use that information. You know, it's clear, it's precise, it's balanced. It's not going to be hard to decipher, you know, which one to take. You know what I mean? The longer stick, the shorter stick, it doesn't even matter at the end, because all of it has information and knowledge and wisdom that you're going to gain from it at the end of the day. So don't even worry about are you going to be able to make decisions, or are you going to be able to be precise, or are you going to be on point, or is other people going to see you and like it, or whatever you're trying to do, people around you will like it, or if you're doing something for the world, whatever the situation is that you're getting into, you know, there's a message, whether it's it could be a relationship, it could be something about somebody else. It's going to be information and knowledge that you're going to need in order to build something bigger on it, you know, or decide whether you want to chop it down because it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, this is worthless piece of information. I really don't need it. And you're going to be that clear. So your decision-making skills is going to be on point. Your emotions are going to be like on point. You know, like you're going to know any kind of things coming at you, any information coming at you, you're going to be able to decipher what is what, and that's only going to bring you to a higher level for the next chapter in your life. Happy 2022, Aries. Have a good day and night.